Hanna Vaverenko had a joyful reunion with her husband at a Kyiv railway station 9 months after she fled to Germany to escape the war in Ukraine. She and her son made it back to Ukraine just in time for the traditional New Year festivities. More in our next report.
A joyful reunion at Kyiv station in time for the holidays. 9 months after she fled the war for Germany, Hanna Vaverenko and her son made it back to see her husband, who didn't give his name. They arrived as Russia unleashed one of its biggest attacks so far, firing more than 70 missiles, according to Ukrainian officials on Friday. They learned about it on the train, which was held up at Bucha, outside Kyiv, as strikes rained down on the capital. But the couple lived close to the border where the war began, Vaverenko said, so they'd been through worse.
All my friends in Germany and all our friends who stayed in Ukraine tried to dissuade us from this trip, but I haven't seen my husband and father for 9 months. It was very important for us to see each other, at least for this week. The journey is over 2 days, but this is worth it.
People were shopping by flashlight in the country's second city, Kharkiv, where the bombardment knocked out power. It forced emergency blackouts across the country, which is frozen in the depths of winter. Others took refuge in Kharkiv's subway as explosions went off overhead.
We heard the explosions. There were a lot of them. I was in the trolley bus when there still was electricity. When the power went out, we descended here to the subway and are waiting for the air raid siren to end.
Russia has rained missiles on Ukrainian energy infrastructure since early October, after several battlefield defeats. But Friday's attack seemed to cause more damage than usual. Kyiv warned late on Thursday that Moscow was planning an all-out offensive early next year, perhaps as soon as January. Russia flew warplanes near Ukraine to try to distract its air defences, Ukraine's Air Force said. 60 of 76 Russian missiles had been shot down, according to the army chief. But the energy minister said at least 9 power stations had been hit. Moscow says the attacks are aimed at disabling the country's military. Ukrainians call them a war crime. Back in Kyiv, folk songs to lift the spirits, as people took shelter from the attack at a metro station.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.